Lecture 23D, cancellations. You see, when you derive, the abstract definition in terms of local coordinates, this leads to 16 terms, which we already derived. You see, first to organize just clearly what are these cancellations. Then in step 1, I list all 16 terms in local coordinates. See? Here. Now, number 1, you see this green one, the first term of the Riemann curvature. You see, this is 7 terms, which we denote as I1 until I7, 7 terms. Then here, this term 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, this case, 6 and 7. You see, now we move to the term I2. You see, this I, this is 2 I's. Now, this is the purple one. Also, we have 7 terms that we denote as, you see, 2, 1, 2, 2, 7. 7 terms. Okay, now the last one, the purple one, is right, just right in this case, okay? So, there's a 7 plus 7 is 14. Now here, the third one, okay, this has 2 terms. So there's a total of 16 terms that are displayed, okay, in 1, 2, and 3. Okay, these are 2 terms. This number 1 and number 2. Now, this is clear, this is well organized, see, just for you to understand all the possible cancellations, okay? Now, let's move to step 2, cancellation and grouping, okay? Now, we'll have the cancellation and also, okay, in parallel, we will group. So, now we'll subtract term by term. You see, 1 minus 2 minus 3, which correspond exactly the definition of the Riemann curvature. You see? Then, group 1, terms with second derivative. You see, here I select, okay, only terms with second derivative. This is I2 minus here 2, 2. You see, this is item 2. You see, this is proved that is 0. You see, it's quite easy to see it because I and J over here, they are dummy indices. So I can swap, okay? And then this leads to the same element of this group 1, which leads to be 0. So that's the first cancellation. Now let's move to group 2, derivation of x and y acting on partial of z. You see? Now we see clearly this here, you see over here, you see? So these are the numbers over there, you just pick, okay? Now in this term, I2, okay, and 2, 2. Okay, this will be 0. Now group 2, derivative xy along partial of z. I just go over there, okay, in the list, and I picked this term minus this term over here. This is correspond to I1 and 2, 1. Now, another cancellation. You see, this is a red one. There's a red one. I can expand this here as 2 terms, which I wrote over here. Now you see the cancellation, this red with the red and the green, in this case with the green. Now this leads to 0 again. Now, you see, this is 0. Now group 3, derivative of x and y, this case, acting on, now, and gamma z, you see, all the terms which has gamma z, I just picked from here, okay, and then I write just over here. This will be I3, this is II3 here, this II2. I just go over there and we'll write over here. You see clearly here that I have this first term with the mark, this term with the mark, and this term with the mark. Again, this will be cancelled, you see. Now, the green one here cancel that green one. The purple cancel with that purple over there. So this leads to be 0 also, you see. Okay, just you see that I'm organizing, okay, the cancellations. Now let's move to the lecture 23E. The groups will be formed, you'll be group 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay, you see the cancellation when it's possible. So let's quit here, and then the next lecture will be lecture 23E. Okay, that's it.